Right now we're recording the Yom Yom. I should have done 2 days. This is for Shabbat. The Jewish people are called Eretz Chayfetz because they possess many precious things. They're called a precious land. Eretz Chayfetz. The Jewish people are called a precious land because they have a lot of like precious gems and minerals and things. What do the Jewish people have? What's so precious inside of them? The love of God, the fear of God, good character traits. The problem is that they're buried and you have to bring them to the surface, and this depends on you digging for them and arousing them. It's clear that through the earth, that in the earth are well springs of living water also. The difference between them is that some are near the surface, others are more or deeper. Everything, therefore, depends on who's digging the wells. If you have patience and you have perseverance, but good is certainly found. Basic message of Judaism and of Mashiach to the world: every human being is basically good, made in the image of God, but you have to dig to find it. And especially the Jewish people. The Jewish people, they're the ones that are bringing this message to the world that everybody is good. Now, since that will, so it depends on your will. Since will is a superior faculty that issues decrees, what does it mean it's superior? Will does not depend so much on your personality. Will doesn't depend on your IQ or your EQ or whatever. If a person all of a sudden has a will to do something, then he can change his IQ, he can change his emotional quotient, he can change his personality. He can become from a mean person to a kind person, from a stingy person to a generous person, from a stupid person to a wise person, from an impatient person. You can change by your willpower. Willpower can change everything. It rules over the rest of your personality, and it forces them to act according to what it understands is right. It follows that the essential of work, therefore, is you have to arouse your will to exercise its power on the person and others to reveal the good which is hidden inside of you. Okay, good. And just to put them both together, that was today's. Here, let me just say yesterday's because I did it mistakenly. I would like to do them both together. It says that since that Tzemach Tzedek, the third Rebbe of Chabad, received from the first Rebbe of Chabad, who was his grandfather, that he said that he received from the Maggid of Mezrich, his teacher, that received from the Baal Shem Tov, who received from the Achi Hashiloni, the prophet that lived in the beginning of the first temple, so he lived a long time, that from the second day of Rosh Chodesh Elul, in other words, today, we say 3 chapters of Psalms every day. And on Yom Kippur, we finish the last 36. We finish them. 9 before Kol Midre, 9 before going to sleep, 9 after Musaf, 9 after Nila. And if you forgot to make one day, then you say the Psalms of that day, and then the days that you missed. Okay, now story.